Hey, Kim. It is Sunday, Mother's Day, May 11th, 2025. Happy Mother's Day. Okay, I've been busy. I've been doing stuff. I didn't do anything today except for water, because I'm trying to take videos before I do stuff. And I'm just too excited. I've been trying to do this for like 3 days, take a video, and then I was like, I'm too excited. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. Anyway, you can see that's my spring native garden happening right there, my main native garden. But I think what I'm going to do is talk about my food garden today, or at least in this video. So you see, this used to have the covering over it that made it like a little greenhouse. Look at this. This is arugula. Now, there is this other sheet, that thing that came with it, that was like little teeny tiny holes for air. And you know, it was like green, that you're supposed to use so like no pests get in or whatever. But I just don't want the little house sparrows getting in. So I mean, I don't care if bees or whatever. I mean, I don't know what kind of pests are coming after arugula, but I want to be able to see this stuff. I don't want it all covered up. What's the point of that? So when I did 2 rows, I did the first row arugula, and the second row, let's see, you can barely see this. Okay, hold on, I gotta get over here. I don't even know if you can see back here. See, like back here, that is just a, boy, I don't even remember which lettuce, if it was the winter density. And those are barely coming up in the back. But the arugula is obviously going gangbusters. I actually had a couple pieces yesterday and the day before. Really, sorry, I don't want to be in the shadow there. Really yummy. And then, sorry, let me just come in here. Let's see. You can see all those little carrot seedlings. Now, I know carrots don't like being transplanted, but what I might do is, if they're too close, I might try to space them out back in amongst the arugula and lettuce, because that's what I figured out was my problem with growing carrots before. Is this is the same carrots, Nantes, Nantes, I believe, or Nanets. Anyway, when I spaced them out last year, they were much better. They were actually like kind of a, not a big long, carrot, but like a sizable carrot, like had some width to it. It was not, whatever, not like a nothing burger. Okay, so this isn't even, so here I also have, because I forgot that was arugula. I planted arugula here. Look at all of that. I'm going to be arugula heavy. It's going to be great. And then see here, I've got, these are my spinaches, which I'm so excited about because the spinach has never come up. I planted this 2 weeks later than I was supposed to, but I think it was so cool that it worked. Also, here's my pole beans. 3 of them here have popped up. I don't know why it's just 3 so far, because I did a whole row here, but I mean, God knows, maybe the little mice got in here. Musculus, not native, house mouse. Okay, and here we have our radishes. I don't know, radishes are supposed to grow quick and you direct sow them, so I'm not exactly sure when these should be ready. They're still really small, but I think if I can get to it, I'm gonna transplant the cabbage out here. Of course, it's gonna be sunny all day, so I want to, try to pick a good day where it's gonna be either rainy or a little overcast to do that transplanting for better success. And then, okay, this is, I want to say this is Black Simpson. All these little lettuces here. So I will actually have some lettuce. This was a random lettuce that I don't know if it's a seed left over from last year, that was already growing before I put these seeds in here. So I've got all that. Then I've got, I've got these. Oh, so that was the other thing. So I also, I did that, covered that all up, and then I got this here because, mainly it's the house sparrows that come and they just start picking at the lettuces. So I actually got all this stuff up. Usually I'm so behind on doing that kind of stuff. But I have my scallions, and these of course overwintered, so they're huge and they're a little messed up. That's how they usually are in the beginning, because that was like a, from the starting to grow as soon as it got slightly nice out. but I should have some seeds soon, so I'll collect those seeds. And then, again, as I've showed you before, so exciting. I've got my row of peas back here, and this is also the first year that the peas have come up. So being 2 weeks behind, but I was fortunate to have the cool weather. I'm very excited about that. I've never had peas before. And now you know. Oh, there is still a, look at this. I've got one here, and I've got one here, scallions. The rest of these are chives, I think. Oh, wait, this might be a scallion here too. I threw both seeds in here in the fall, and I'm gonna plant cucumbers in here, but I've got to get, you know, one of those cattle fencing things so I can have it go over for the cucumbers. But I'm good. I gotta pull all this stuff out, and of course, you know, your favorite columbine in here. And then, okay, I'm staying focused. Well, let's see how here's my perennial stuff, my perennial food. Okay. It's so hard to find the little buds. I don't know. I had some the other day. Gosh, well, I don't know. This did get chopped up improperly, but I did have some buds the other day. Anyway, very green, still happy. Now, I'm gonna be cutting this today. Look at this rhubarb. This rhubarb is freaking insane. This is actually 2 rhubarb plants here. There's like one here and one there, but they are huge. It's funny, I don't know why that one grows so much better. I can get so much bigger than this one. But I'm gonna cut this today, I think, and make a pie for Mother's Day. I did that 2 years ago. It was whatever the conditions were, they were right. And like, look at that rhubarb. Look at that rhubarb. Oh, it's gonna be good. Lots of sugar on there. And then you see my sad blueberries. They were so good last year. Again, I don't know. I want to say like, oh, did a rabbit get it? But does a rabbit make a clean cut like that? I still obviously haven't looked that up. Then my chives that I keep for myself, and they're about to flower. Oh, excuse me. And then my other, I got this one stem on here. That looks good. I mean, this is supposed to grow and get really big, these blueberry bushes. They're the tall ones. I don't even know why I got them tall. And look at over here. Look at these. Oh, hello, little morning doves. Okay, so that's not all the food. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna have any buds on here yet either. But I've got, look at these raspberry plants. I've got all of these. Hello, Fern. All of this, and then they hopped out of my little fenced off area, which I'm okay with, and came over here. And so last year, I mean, I got so many, and I'm thinking I'll have a lot again this year too. All right, that's my food. I don't even know how I'm gonna start talking about the plants. I'm like the native plants. I'm just so freaked out and excited. Also, look at all these little, I already got a bunch of raspberries out of the lawn, and I got a whole bunch more growing now. More stuff to do. Okay, I'll make another video later. Ciao.